Ladies and gentlemen, you've probably heard plenty about traditional farming, cotton, wheat, rice. But have you ever imagined a country's president asking his people to start farming frogs? Yes, it sounds unbelievable. But this is exactly what Burkina Faso's president, Ibrahim Traore, has planned. The question is, why would an entire government invest in something as small and ordinary as frogs? What makes them so valuable? And how can frog farming benefit an entire nation? That's exactly what we'll uncover in today's video. So make sure you stay with us until the very end. Now, when we think of frogs, the first image that usually comes to mind is that of a small creature croaking near ponds during the rainy season. But in reality, frogs are far more fascinating and profitable than most people realize. In fact, you may be surprised to know that in many parts of the world, frog meat is considered a luxury food. In France, for example, frog legs are a delicacy served in expensive restaurants. The same is true in China, Vietnam, and Thailand, where frog meat is widely consumed and highly valued. Nutritionally, frog meat is rich in protein and has less fat compared to chicken, making it a healthier, lighter option. That's why demand in Western and Asian markets is so strong. But the value of frogs doesn't stop at the dinner table. In science and medicine, frogs play a critical role. Their skin and the oils they produce are used in pharmaceuticals. Some species even release toxins that researchers have turned into medicines, including treatments being developed for cancer. In other words, this ordinary creature is actually a gold mine for the global medical and pharmaceutical industries. That's why frog meat, frog skin, and frog oil already account for millions of dollars in international trade. Seeing this opportunity, Ibrahim Traore realized that frog farming could be a game-changing project for Burkina Faso, a low-cost, high-profit industry that ordinary citizens could easily take part in. Here's why frog farming makes sense. Unlike large-scale agriculture, it requires very little investment. A farmer only needs a small pond or container with clean water and the right conditions. Frogs grow quickly. A female lays thousands of eggs, which turn into tadpoles, and within weeks, they develop into full-grown frogs ready for the market. The diet is also cheap. Frogs eat insects, worms, and small fish, and in just 3 to 4 months, they're mature enough to sell. Unlike cows or goats that take a year or more to bring profit, frogs are ready in a single season. That's why this system is perfect for poor farmers and young entrepreneurs who want to start a small business with fast returns. The benefits go beyond just food and income. Frogs are at the center of groundbreaking medical research. Their secretions are being studied for new antibiotics, especially as the world faces antibiotic resistance. Some frog proteins are even used to heal burn victims and wounds. Imagine those. Little creatures jumping in a pond could hold the key to curing some of humanity's toughest diseases. But this plan isn't just about local benefits. Globally, demand for frogs is massive. China is the world's largest buyer. France imports frog legs in huge quantities for restaurants and supermarkets. Thailand, Vietnam, and other Asian nations are also key markets. Now imagine if a small African country like Burkina Faso could export millions of dollars worth of frogs each year. The economic impact would be revolutionary. Farmers would earn real income, young people would find jobs, and for the first time, rural communities could benefit from global trade. That's why President Traore wants to turn Burkina Faso into the frog farming hub of Africa, a direct supplier to the world. Instead of relying only on traditional crops or small-scale mining, the country could open a brand new path of international commerce, lifting its people out of poverty and into prosperity. So here's the big question. Can frog farming really change the destiny of a nation? Can such a small creature carry such a big dream? We want to hear from you. Do you think Ibrahim Traore's unusual project could transform Burkina Faso's economy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're waiting to hear your opinion. And if you found this story interesting, give this video a like and share it with your friends so more people can learn about this unique plan. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, because we have many more fascinating stories and revolutionary projects to share with you. Remember, sometimes the smallest creatures can bring about the biggest changes.